I support the resolution that the United States federal government should ban all testing that requires the use of animals. So first of all, I'll go and talk about the alternatives, like I said in my last speech. So based off of McClellan and Amos, from the Clinical Science Research Ltd, in comparison studies, Epiderm correctly detected all the test chemicals that irritate human skin, while tests on rabbits misclassified 10 out of 25 test chemicals, which is a full 40% error rate. And also based off the European Commission from the Joint Research Centre, a replacement for the LD50 test that measure toxicity and at a precision rate of 77 to 84% accuracy compared to the LD50 rate of 52 to 60% was found. This test was far more accurate and also used donated human tissues rather than animals. And also, the National Research Council stated that the non-animal tests are more cost-effective, practical, and expedient. And also, in the traditional testing of chemicals using animals can take up to 5 years of 5 years of per substance and cost millions of dollars, while non-animal alternatives can test hundreds of chemicals in weeks for a fraction of the cost. So therefore, alternatives are far more precise and far more cost-effective and far more efficient. And also, now I'll go and reply to some of the stuff my opponent said to my case. So first of all, started out with saying that vivisection information is not credible, and he attacked the personal background of the person who made the website. But in this case, the person posting the information's background is not relevant because the information was came from multiple reliable sources. So the judge, he needs to prove that the sources the person who made the website got were not credible and did not tie with his information in order for the site to be not credible. And also, he stated misleading argument article. The reason why I included that statistic was because of how it made the whole situation contradictory. My opponent said that it was just that the misleading information will help add some skepticism. But when you have alternatives so much better, why not use them? What is this? I don't. It's not making any sense. Uh, so first, and also he stated that the observation come down to the cost-benefit analysis between whether animal testing improves the standard of living or the ability of medication against ethical treatment of animals. So that's pretty much false because my speech spoke nothing. Nothing I said spoke anything about the ethical treatment of animals, which is pretty much why your whole speech was flawed. And also, you said stuff about the UK's uh, animal testing laws and stuff, and also the three R's. So what about it? We're not debating about the UK. We're not. It's the resolution isn't that the UK federal government should ban all testing that requires the use of animals. It's the US federal government should ban all testing that requires the use of animals. So that means that you're not even debating on the right grounds because Judge his debate whole speech was not even based off of the resolution. So like everything he just said is not relevant. And also he said stuff about how like the proposition is extremely extreme. The proposition is extreme, and I agree with you that organizations like PETA are extremely extreme, but that's only because they're focusing on the immorality of testing, which is a highly controversial subject. That's why I'm avoiding it and talking about the